in New Jersey on December 7th, 1969. I was a kind of nosy kid, always wanted to know what was going on, why people was able to do shit that I wasn't able to do. I mean, the biggest influence I've ever had is my mom, simply because she was just always told me that $1 worth of common sense is better than $1,000 worth of book learning.
Well, I guess anybody would be proud, I promised my mother in 4th grade that he was going to go to college. And he started crying and looked at my mom and said, "Mom, I'm really going. I promise you that I am going." And God granted, he went to Cornell.
I was playing ball when I first came out of school. Then I got hurt. I did my shoulder. So I took a job here in Philadelphia. So I went from big man on campus to waking up at 8 o'clock every morning, driving a bullshit-ass company car to a building in King of Prussia with a bunch of motherfuckers that would be afraid of me if they saw me on the street. Proper executive bullshit. I was cheating on the fucking job half the time anyway. You can ask any record store buyer in Philly that's been working for the last 12 years how many times they see me in their store with a suit on and a tie undone, digging. My music was never anything I had to think about, am I gonna have a career in music? I've always been a DJ. I've been DJing since I was 12. The principles behind the beginnings of the culture was about stopping all the gang shit and stopping people from killing each other and being able to do battle creatively and show your face and get your rep up without having to do any harm. So I take it seriously. And it's always meant a lot to me because it probably saved me from a whole lot of fucking trouble. Hip-hop was just crazy. Just the whole style thing, Always wanting to rock your shit just a half a step different than a cat that was rocking his stuff real fly. Not biting, just always trying to be fly, man, even on some real fundamental, basic stuff, just staying on point. At the end of the day, that's all that shit was about. It just represented it in style and in music and in the way we talk and the way we presented ourselves to the world.
Holla wrote. What records? There's no records.
I still got a love affair with Fluid. Been playing in that venue from the day it opened. Notting Hill Arts Club in London. It's crazy.
When I get out of bed, first thing in my head is the way I feel about it.
APT is great in New York City. Been rocking there for like 3.5 years. I definitely feel like I'm in New York City when I play that room. Sometimes it's hip hop, sometimes it's house, sometimes it's breaks, sometimes it's Afrobeat. The thing about DJing that's so ill is you live for that 30 seconds, that perfect mix in a night that just sends a universal feeling through the room and you get that call and response. It's all tribal. It's an art in itself. It's just a different kind of paint. I don't even have to say a word to a person, and I put on a song that makes that dude buy that girl the drink that he was thinking about buying her. Music's a hell of a drug, man. Been blessed to play so many different styles of music for so many different kinds of people. It's kind of a natural next step for me to make some music of my own and put it out there and see what I make does in the marketplace. Here we are, man, Masterwork Studios, Philadelphia. Pete Humphries. What can you say about Pete Humphries? A monster on the mastering side of things. I think he's one of the best that ever did it.
We gon' keep on climbing. So when your ass is gone, we gon' be here rhyming. Everything that glitter ain't gold, everything shining, ain't no diamond. Even though the side is rough, we gon' keep on climbing. So when your ass is gone, we gon' be here rhyming. Everything that glitter ain't gold, everything shining, ain't no diamond.
And actually experiencing making my own record. It's just such a bugged out feeling, man. It's such a humbling place to be. I never really realized how much I wanted it until I was inside it. Just really looking forward to having a pressed CD and a pressed piece of vinyl in my hands and be able to say, yeah, this is my album. I don't think I'll ever be wholly satisfied, just because being a record collector and, you know, now getting a lot more serious about making music, you just I'm listening differently now. So satisfied, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be satisfied. I'm in it, you know. I feel like I'm living a DJ's wet dream. You know, who wouldn't want to be booked out the ass and active, playing. As much as I'm not satisfied, I'm satisfied now. I'm doing what I want to do. You know, I want to play records and I want to write and I want to make music, and I'm doing it. It feels really crazy to be where I'm at right now, because I just never would have figured that things would come to be what they are. It's bananas. To be able to come and go as I please and be on my own clock and, you know, do that all through creating things is definitely a dream, you know? I don't feel like I'm poking around in my arm looking for the vein anymore. I feel like I'm drawing blood, you know, and just trying to enjoy it. Walking away from security of an education and, you know, fucking 401k plans and insurance and dental and all that cushiony stuff for the sake of, you know, being able to really put it on the line and just be like, yeah, you know, I just like music and like writing, and to be able to sit here today and be making a living off of that is incredible, you know. Just feel free.
Ever since that day when we met, suddenly my feet had hit the ground, and it's you that I found. Ever since that day